on YouTube? It's James with ChiHammer Fantasy Battle Reports, and finally got another game in. This is the first game I got in real life after Adepticon. And guess what, guys? This is me trying to get ready for Ocon. So this is gonna be my road to Ocon. I only got 2 games for Road to Ocon, by the way, but this is the first one. So I kind of mentioned it before. I mentioned the fact that the dojo's kind of been quiet lately. There hasn't been as much interest in T9A at the dojo specifically. Not saying that it's reflecting overall in the whole community that way. It's just at the dojo. I know that the last couple of Midwest tournaments I've gone to, they've been doing like 40, 50 man events, and I'm going to Ocon, which is another like 30, 40 man event, and then Buckeye Battles is over 100 people. So I just know currently the dojoites, the dojoers, are just kind of well, multiple reasons, but multiple different reasons have happened where the players have just been kind of declined there. So I've been playing UB a lot. Anyways, so going on to what I brought today and what, excuse me. So Red was deported. I mentioned that before. Hobo Red was deported back to Denmark, and he came back to visit for just a short time period. And as he came back, me and him set up a game. So we came out to play a game at the dojo, and as we come out, all of a sudden Luke Nickel and the Pestilence Lord Luke Nickel and Judson came out. But Judson and Luke were like, hey man, we just played each other yesterday, you guys want to switch up? So we did. So I got a game against Luke. Wasn't expecting this game. This is my Ocon list, and I gotta go ahead and play this game against Luke, and then the following game I want to play against Red. So let's see what we have on the table here. So first off, I'm gonna start off with my little chump here. This is Fluffy, the Wolf Chariot. The Wolf Chariot, he did okay at the last tournament. You know, he pulled in some points, better than my Chaff would. So, and he is my Chaff basically. So I appreciate him for what he does. Over here I got my Orc Chariot, the Dragon Rammer. The banner was fixed at the time of this picture. Just want to note that. And anyways, this is just the Orc Chariot. Nothing special about it. I got 2 units of 30 cave goblins with bows, musicians, and madgets. 2 madgets apiece, as you can see. And then over here, I have my bolt throwers, the skewerers, the spear chuckas, and right here I got King Koopa. King Koopa is my the return of the fat bastard. I'm sorry that this picture is really blurry, but you know, he's coming back with his peg leg. He's coming back with his banner. He's ready to rock it out. He is back to his formal glory with his armor save, his ward save, and his freaking fire resistance and all that crap, all the good stuff. Over here I got a unit of Black Orcs, or Iron Orcs, whatever you want to call them. They are 30 of them. They do have the General in the unit, which is not in the picture currently, but the General has a 2-up, 4-up regen, and Divine Icon and all the weapons, because they're all Black Orcs. They do have the Rending Banner, which doesn't really matter in this game, because this game is against a naked demon army. Over here I got my big block here, my 37 common goblins with bows and shields and light armor. They do have 3 shady gits in there, which you could barely make out, and then they also have the BSB, which is that giant freaking green moon banner, and then I also have the level 4 Baxter, the Pyromaniac. This unit is my bread and butter. I love this unit right here. And then for the newcomer, here comes the newcomer. Dun, da, 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 the Idol of Chicken. You don't know why he's called the Idol of Chicken yet, because he is not complete. He is not fully operational. He's like the Death Star when the Death Star in Return of the Jedi was only like partially done. You know, it works. It's fully operational that way. It's just not fully completed out the way it looks. So yeah, that's the Idol of Chicken right there. I have been trying to get a name for him. I was liking Porkins, but my brother doesn't like me calling him Porkins. There were some other options out there. I was kind of like going back and forth on what I should call him. But right now, he's Koopa's Rancor. Alright. Anyways, over here, We have for my opponent Luke. He has his unit of Furies here. He has a giant block of blue horrors. Yes, I said horrors, not horror. I said whores because that's what they are. They're just a bunch of sluts. Anyways, they do have like those fireball things, whatever, right? Over here he has 2 units of blue whores with the Wizard Conclave or whatever you call it in the unit, so they have champions. You can see right here he has his Demon Prince. One of his Demon Princes, I forgot what they call this guy. What did they call him? He had a name. But this guy, he basically has somewhat of a monster mash list. You'll see it in a second. Over here he has another Demon Prince hiding behind that Soul Grinder. The Soul Grinder in the front is it is what it is, a Demon Engine. And then he has a Chariot on the left as well as some Igniters on the right. He also has some of those Mana Ray motherfuckers flying around. So he has 2 Demon Princes. One's his general, one's not. A Soul Grinder, and then a bunch of shooting. I actually like this list a little bit more than his other list because of the power of those 3 monsters, basically. For magic, I got Flaming Swords, Scorching Salvo, Pyroclastic Flow, Ruby Ring of Ruin, Enveloping Embers. For him, he had Thaumaturgy, so he only had those 2 spells: the Breath Weapon and the Thunderbolt. The Blue Fire, or at least it used to be the Blue Fire. All right. So deployment, I ended up deploying like this. I was like, fuck this. I mean, we're going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So I'm like, I'm just gonna go ahead and just drop everything where I'm at. We're playing a flag scenario, so basically I have to kill his 3 flags. He has to kill my 3 flags. He wanted the Goblins, and I actually told him, like, dude, don't pick the Goblins. And he goes, why? And I was like, because the Goblins are not gonna get touched. The Goblins in the back. The Goblins on the side, go ahead and knock yourself out. Black Orcs are probably gonna be right in the middle of the fight. But the Goblins in the back would probably be fine by turn 5 or 6. So he goes ahead and he deploys like this. He ends up just basically, we ended up using the ruins as impassable. And then, so it kind of just funneled into that angle. Everything's in that angle. And I believe I gave him first turn. That's what I did. I dropped everything and I said, you get first turn. So it's going to be his turn. Demons of Change? I think it's change. Yeah, Demons of Change, turn 1. Demons of Change, turn 1. So he's going to go ahead and he just starts moving up. Now, part of the reason why I gave him the first turn was because I don't want to waste my shooting walking closer to him. And I want him to waste his ballistic skill walking closer to me. What happened here? Get out of here. Stop that. Okay. Let me just unplug that. Alright. Sorry. Technical difficulties. So it did. It forced him to move up towards me and deal with me in that regard. So he does move up. Magic Phase, he got 10 powered ice. He doesn't really have anything in range, so he does the 1 Thunderbolt thing, and it does 1 damage onto the Goblin Chariot. Then he's going to start off Shooting Phase. Shooting Phase, these Igniters here are going to go ahead and shoot at my freaking Chariot, and they just blow it up. I kind of wanted the Chariot alive, and I thought about it after the fact, like, I should have made it so exposed, but, you know, it's been a while since I played a real game, so I'm just trying to relearn some of these concepts in real life. In UB, I figured a lot of this stuff out, but when you're putting it to practical use on the table, it's a little bit different. Over here, he's going to shoot these blue horrors over here to my Goblins. They only kill off 1 Goblin. Then these guys over here are going to shoot my Goblins. They end up killing off a couple more, so 3 are dead so far. This guy right here shoots at my Black Orcs and ends up killing off 2 of my Black Orcs, my Blorks. And then somebody else shot these guys. Oh, Hellfire. Hellfire ends up burning off 2 more of these guys. And that's about it. He has a lot of shooting, but he's killed off 8 Goblins. Or not even 8, like 7. 5 Goblins. 5 Goblins. And 2 Black Orcs. Not horrible. Did kill my Wolf Chariot, but we're going to start off my turn. Orcs and Goblins turn 1. Orcs and Goblins turn 1. Apparently I didn't take a picture of moving because, yeah. Anyways, Magic, I got 6 powered ice. I go ahead and I do a Ruby Ring. He stops it. Then I go ahead and I do a Scorching Salvo. And look at how horrible of a roll that was. 3 dice, I got a freaking 5 and +2 is a 7. Jesus Christ. Then I go ahead and I do a Pyroclastic Flow. And what the fuck? Wow, alright. Alright. That was a great turn one. Let's go into shooting. We're going to go ahead and shoot the orc, or the goblin horde here. The goblin horde. Baxter and the boys. And they end up killing off one igniter only. Over here, these guys on this side are going to go ahead and shoot at his giant freaking soul grinder. They end up doing 1 wound, which is just perfect. It was funny, too, because I shot it, and there was like 1-6, 1-6. And I was like, I bet you that one goes through. And he rolls it, and he fails, and he fails. He's like, what the hell? And I was like, yep, that one goblin. He just knew where to shoot. Bolt thrower here, the skewer shoots, misses. This skewer shoots, hits, it does wound. He makes his ward save. Alright, and that's about all she wrote. Now, just pointing this out here, it's going to start off his turn. Turn 2, Demons of Change. He's going to charge his mana rays here into the flank of my goblins. I kind of wasn't thinking about that I was about to get flanked on this turn. I thought I had another turn before I had to worry about it. But when he did call the charge, I'm like, shit, he's just going to fly over that rock. It's not a big issue. And that's when I realized, I'm like, oh, fuck, I'm going to have to waste my fanatics. So this is something very interesting to me. I was thinking about, like, well, it doesn't matter how I throw out the fanatics off the side. If you throw the fanatics off the side, they're just going to go fly over them anyway. So I was like, well, I kind of want them to land on them. So what's your average roll? You get 2 dice, your average roll is a 7. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to pop up both my fanatics like this onto my side of my, or in front of my back of my unit. And I'm going to roll them to go exactly sideways. And hopefully 1 or 2 of them gets a 7. So both of them do. 118, 117. I was like, that's awesome. And he connects the charge in. Oh, that's awesome. Ends up killing off like 3 of them. I think 3 of them. Yeah, killed 3, does an extra wound onto another one. They have 2 wounds apiece. That was kind of lackluster. I think I only rolled like a 7 or an 8 or something on the 4 dice. So I was just like, oh, that kind of sucked. But it still did enough for what it did. Magic, he got 3 power dice. And first off, I want you to check this out. I did take a picture of his movement. He goes ahead and he chaffs up my idol. Alright, the idol of chicken. And he does that because he doesn't want my monster. Because honestly, in all honesty, my monster could charge into anything he has, and they're gonna have a hard time wounding it. So he basically wants to chaff me, so I don't chaff him with my idol, and he wants me to face all those demons with my black orcs. And I'm just like, okay, this is a kind of a shitty situation, because I'm gonna get thunderstomped by 3 things that are just gonna tear up my armor. All 3 of them are gonna fuck me up, right? So I'm like, all right, well, fuck it. Anyways, this is how it looks on this side. This is how it looks over here, and he goes ahead and does magic, and he gives this guy the breath weapon. So he uses the breath weapon right away, freaking burns off 2 of my black orcs. Over here, the shooting phase, this bolt thrower over here shoots into here, kills off 1 guy. These igniters shoot. They end up doing 0 wounds. They did not scratch the idol. That fat bastard. He's fatter than Koopa. That's what he is. He's like Koopa's bodyguard of fatness. Anyways, over here, close combat, he ends up killing off 4 of my goblins. I am steadfast. I am in general ambience B range. I stick, I turn, and I face like this. Now, part of me was thinking, like, why did I do this? Because I know I'm giving up a flank to his demon prince on the following turn, but part of me was just like, maybe, hopefully I could finish these guys off by then. Anyways, gonna go ahead and start off my turn. Orcs and Goblins turn 2. Orcs and Goblins turn 2. So, I thought about this long and hard. I couldn't figure out what I wanted to do here. Now, first off, the idol, if you guys don't know what the idol does, excuse me, the idol, when it charges in combat, it gives any unit close by either devastating attack or +1 to wound. Alright? So, I'm like, well, fuck it, I'll just charge into the Furies. If I charge into the Furies, I will have, give my Black Orcs a bonus. Now, the question here was, do I charge my Black Orcs into the Soul Grinder, or do I charge my Black Orcs into the Demon Prince? I was like, you know what? The Soul Grinder is already wounded once. Alright? The Demon Prince has a 2-up armor, which I'll tear through with Great Weapons. Great Weapons and a Rending Banner. I go, so what I think I should do is charge into the Demon Prince and shoot the Soul Grinder with all the shots I have behind him. Alright? So that's what I end up choosing to do. So I charged Dragon Rammer in too, no I didn't, I just moved the Dragon Rammer to the side, and then I moved Koopa up to the side as well, and basically that's how the table looks. I ignore the one Demon Prince that's his general for now, and I'm just going to go ahead, I kind of open up my left flank, but at the same time it's kind of like, well, what else can I do, you know what I mean? Magic Phase got 3 power dice, go ahead and I do all 3 dice onto Pyroclastic Flow big, and I'm like, or medium, and I just go, I'm going to hit your freaking chariot. So I go ahead and I hit the chariot. I wound the chariot. I do like 7 wounds and he just cannot save it. Holy shit. And I just destroy it in one shot. Boom! Just take it out. Okay. That actually worked out way better than I thought it would. Shooting phase. Here comes Baxter and the Horde. Baxter and the Horde are going to shoot at the freaking Soul Grinder right there. They put on 2 wounds. I ended up doing like 5 or 6 wounds, but he freaking makes armor and ward saves like it's nothing, I swear. I shoot him with the freaking both bolt throwers. They both miss, and that's all I really got. I think I shot him with the goblins on the other side too, but again, I just couldn't do more than that. That sucks. Alright. Over here, close combat. He goes ahead and he swings, and holy shit, he rolled like 6 dice, right? He rolled like 6 dice, and like I think 5 of them were 1s and 2s. And he only kills 1 black orc. I'm like, wow. He was just like, what the fuck just happened? So then I go back and I'm like, well, you know what? And this is another thing. This took me a long time to figure out what I want to do, just because, I mean, it's kind of a new unit for me to play with the Idol of Gork. You know, as that. I mean, this is the first time you guys see me play the Idol of Gork. So I'm just trying to figure out: do I want devastating attacks or do I want +1 wound? And I thought about it long and hard, and I thought, actually, if I give them devastating attacks with great weapons, I'm going to give myself so many attacks that I should be able to pop this guy. Even though he's stubborn, I'm going to be able to pop him just straight out. So I go for it. I roll, and I roll like a champ, and you can see this. Boom! This many freaking... Maybe it was +1 in wounds. Strength 7? Oh yeah, they're only T5. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 wounds. He rolls the dice. He's like, alright. He's like, well, I have a 2-up armor. And I'm like, it's Strength 7, AP 1. And he challenged. Of course he challenged. I declined the challenge. I'm like, I figured I'm still stubborn or steadfast on my unit anyways, so I'll still be fine. But, so I declined it. My Zod wasn't even in danger, or Rockjaw, or whatever the hell name I'm calling him nowadays. And, he just, Juggertooth, that was his name, Juggertooth. So, anyways, so he goes ahead and he rolls, and he just, he does not roll enough. He just pops. And guys, there's the ambulance. There's the ambulance. Okay, so he's gonna die. He's about to take his model off. I was like, well, it was at a great weapon, so he still gets to do the Thunder Stomps. He goes for the Thunder Stomps. He ends up killing off 5 more. Yeah, 5 more. Now, I have the option where I can overrun, right? If I overrun, I'll be in a very unfavorable position with getting flanked by his general at the same time while dealing with his Soul Grinder. Excuse me, his Soul Grinder. I don't know what I would want to do. Thinking back about it, like hindsight's 2020, I probably could have just did that. But the good news is he does not have impact hits or anything, so I have the option of just reforming, making myself into ranks, and turning this way, and basically giving him a front. I figured if I made myself narrower, it kind of forces his hand to do one or the other, basically. Instead of giving him that wide angle, like unwieldy for me, and I don't get that many attacks in those angles, at least this way I'm going to be able to just kind of control it and keep it condensed. Over here, close combat, impact hits, I kill 1, Thunder Stomp kills the rest, and I just pop them. And I don't even think I overrun, I think I just turn a bit. Over here, close combat, I end up killing 1 of the guys. I'm still steadfast. I killed 2 of them. I killed 2 guys. I'm still steadfast. Actually, I think I win combat, and we stick there, and I reform into ranks like so, and it's going to go ahead and start off his turn. Demons of Change, turn 3. Demons of Change, turn 3. He's going to charge into my flank of my goblins. He called it. He even said, he's like, those goblins are one of the units I need to kill, so I need to kill that unit. And if he would have left my goblins alone, I probably would have killed that Manta Ray. So this is a smart move by him. He decides not to charge his Soul Grinder in, and he moves it out of the way. And what he's going to plan to do is just shoot the crap out of me. because I'm in the middle of the table now. So he goes ahead and he opens it up, and you can see everything's ready to shoot my freaking Black Orcs. This guy, oh, that's a cool picture. I'm going to save that right now into my snapshot for the thumbnail. That is such a cool picture. He's like, ah, with his little heart in his hand. Anyways, as you can see, everything's about to shoot me. Magic phase, he got 8 power dice, and he goes ahead and he does he does the blue fire, or whatever it's called now, right? Trial by whatever it is, I don't know. He does it. He only gets it as a strength 4. Alright, he gets 5 shots, strength 4. He goes ahead and he rolls, he gets all 5 of them to wound, right? So I grab the dice and I'm like, alright, cool. All I need to do is roll 4 up. So I grab 5 dice, I roll them for 4 up, and look at that. Look at that. I rolled a fucking Yahtzee of 3s. I was like, what the fuck? That was like my dice taunting me, like, haha, I heard you wanted a 4, huh? No, here's some 3s. What the fuck? Oh man. Over here, these guys, they took a miscast. They're gonna blow up a bit, and then he gives this guy the breath weapon, and then these guys blew up by giving him the breath weapon. So pretty much that was his magic phase. Close combat over here. He just he does the breath, he does the attacks, he freaking does the thunder stomp. He just wipes out a shit ton of my goblins. I do not kill his freaking fury, and I pop and I run, and he chases me off the table like so. And that's about it. It's gonna go ahead and start off my turn. Orcs and Goblins turn 3. Orcs and Goblins turn 3. I'm like, here it goes. He left me open. He didn't, like, he obviously shot my Black Orcs, but he didn't really kill much. So I'm like, you know what? I got Koopa there. I got the freaking Koopa's Rancor there. I got freaking the Black Orcs there. I'm charging everything in. Now it's a decent charges. I think like I need 9s and 10s on the dice, but I'm gonna call out the Wog. It's gonna make me a little bit easier to charge in. I get Swift Stride. This is gonna be awesome, right? Not a single motherfucker made it in that charge. Oh no, I take it back. Koopa made it in. Koopa went in alone. Koopa! You fat bastard, you. So I turned both the Goblin units to face off at the general who's coming up the flank, right? As you can see, there's a picture of Koopa. There's a picture of Koopa on Koopa. Oh man. And he's in alone. Look at him. That fat fuck. That cannonball stuck in his back too. Anyways, magic phase got 6 power dice. Go ahead and I do a ruby ring onto the freaking soul grinder. Does a wound. Boom. All right. Go ahead and I do a pyroclastic flow on the big bastard, and he lets it go through, but it doesn't do a single wound. Then I go ahead and I do flaming swords onto my goblins, and he stops that one. Over here, close combat. Obviously, shooting didn't do shit because I didn't take any pictures of it. So did I? Yeah, shooting didn't do shit. God damn. Alright. Yeah, that was really disappointing. I remember this. I remember that I charged the Orcs up. I was like, well, as long as the Soul Grinder is going to be dead, so I'm going to shoot him with everything. I shot him with the bolt throwers. I shot him with the Goblins. I shot him with everything, and I just did not do any more wounds, which sucks. Alright. Over here, close combat. Koopa only kills 1 guy. He does 4 wounds, but he ward saves 3 of them. Then Peggy goes, and Peggy kills off 1 more. And then I think that was the stomp, and he sticks. I have a charge of 2 wounds. He has a banner and a rank. He sticks, and he doesn't do any wounds to me. He's going to start off turn 4 demons. Turn 4 demons. He's going to charge his soul grinder into the flank of my goddamn Black Orcs. Oh, that hurts. Oh, that really hurts. And he's going to charge the Horde in, and I was like, I'm going to be honest with you. I stopped him right here. I was like, I'm going to be 100% honest with you, kid. Do not charge the Horde in. And he goes, why? I'm like, because those guys are like weapon skill 3. They're tough 3. You're only going to get like 12 attacks that are going to try to scratch me, and they have to go through my armor. I go, whereas if you just go with the Soul Grinder's going to punk me. He's going to punk me. It's going to give me a hard time, and you're going to kill a mass amount of Black Orcs. And I'm like, if you go the other way, I'm just going to win combat res. I'm going to do all my attacks onto the Blue Horrors, give me a shit ton of combat res, and it might just pop your Soul Grinder. So he's like, alright. I mean, in all fairness, he could have went either way. He could have done it the other way too. But I was just trying to give him my advice of what I would do. I mean, the flank charge is sufficient enough, even though he only has 3 wounds left. So he goes in, he gets the flank charge in. He moves his general behind the rock there so he doesn't get shot by bolt throwers. And he moves up everybody else. Magic phase got 11 power dice. Gives these guys, he does, I think, the thunderbolt over here onto my Spear Chucker only does 1 wound. These guys are going to shoot at my idol. They do 1 wound. Then these guys over here start off close combat, and Koopa kills 3 of those guys. And Peggy kills off 1 more. He is still going to stick. He is still steadfast. Nothing happens there. Over here, close combat, he just wipes out 5 of my guys, and I fail to wound him. I am stubborn, but I'm stuck in that position. And it's going to go and start off turn 4 Orcs and Goblins. Turn 4 Orcs and Goblins. I'm like, well, fuck it. The Rancor is coming in. Freaking fat fuck number 2 is going right into that freaking Soul Grinder. And I was like, this is the only way I could do it, really. Because even if I went into the Horde, I'm not going to do much because he only has a limited amount of attacks. I'm going to charge the freaking Dragon Rammer into those Igniters all the way up there. Now, the Igniters are 17 inches away, so I need a 10 on the freaking Swift Stride. The freaking Idol is not that far. The Idol only needs, like, I think like a 4 on dice. I want to say it was like a 4 on the dice. Alright? The fucking fat fuck rolled Snake Eyes. He didn't go anywhere. He was like, no, you guys are fucked. I don't need you guys getting your +1 to wound. Fuck that. But the Dragon Rammer got in, and he was just like, shit. He did not even need to be that close. He could have moved another inch back, and I would have probably failed it. Magic Phase got 4 power dice. I go ahead and I do Flaming Swords, and he dispels it. Oh, man. Over here, close combat, or shooting phase. Shooting phase, he moved this guy right up in front of the Spear Chucker, and the Spear Chucker shoots him and pops him off the table. These guys over here are going to start shooting at some pink horrors, or blue horrors, kill off a bunch of those guys. These guys are going to continue shooting at some blue horrors, kill off a bunch of those guys. And then over here, close combat, Koopa kills off 1, and that's it. Koopa only killed the 1. He actually has a banner, and it's a... No, this isn't the war banner, so we just stick. That's it. We just stick. Oh, crap, Koopa. You gotta kill some more, you fat bastard. Over here, Impact Hits kills 6 or 7 of these guys. He goes ahead and attacks. He does 1 wound back. I win combat by a bunch. Oh, no, he does 3 wounds. Shit. The stand and shoot did 1. The attacks did 2 more. Holy shit. But I win combat, and I pop him, and I turn my Dragon Rammer this way. Over here, close combat. My Black Orcs using my General using a great weapon. Everybody else using great weapons. I lose a bunch of guys. I lose 5 guys, but I end up just killing that Soul Grinder, killing the second monster of the game, and it's going to go into turn 5. Demon Princes, and this is how it looks, and it's not looking good. It is not looking good, but he's going to charge his General in, he's going to charge his Horrors in, and he gets everybody in, and I'm just like, oh my god, this is pretty bad. I'm going to lose that unit. There's just no way I'm going to lose that unit. So he gets in like so. Magic Phase got 5 power dice, goes ahead and gives these guys a breath, or he shoots a Thunderbolt again. He lost some spells. That's what those gold dice are, or gold pendants are. He lost some breath weapons because of miscasts. So he shoots a Thunderbolt here, gets off 1 wound, and that's it. Over here, close combat, Koopa ends up finally messing up this unit and killing off the rest. Over here, close combat, he challenges, or I challenge, he accepts, and it's General versus General here, and I go hand weapon shield because I do not want to fight this guy with giving him any armor buffs, you know what I mean, or negative armor buffs. So he goes and he accepts, and I roll, and I freaking do 2 wounds onto him. He goes ahead and he swings back, and he whiffs, and I mean, he rolls 6 dice, and he rolls like, and I'm using parry because I have hand weapon shield, right? So he rolls, and he gets like 3 3s and 1 4, and he's like, oh, you gotta be kidding me, and he scoops up the 3s, and I was like, dude, I got parry up, and he's like, shit. He rolls the single wound, gets it off, and I go, you have to re-roll it because I have the Bluffer's helmet. He's like, shit, and he rolls it, and he rolls into a 1, and he's like, you gotta be kidding me. I lived. Holy crap. So then he goes for the Thunder Stomp. He rolls a 6 on the Thunder Stomp, and he fails to wound Zod, the Juggertooth. Holy crap, I lived that round. Over here, close combat, he only kills off 1 of my guys. I kill off a bunch of his. I stick, I'm stubborn. Holy crap, it lets me live. It's going to go start off turn 5, Orcs and Goblins. Turn 5, Orcs and Goblins. Here we go again. Charging in the freaking big guy. And you know what? Not only that, I'm going to charge in the whole block of Goblins. Everybody's going to go in. So the Goblins are going in. Downhill charge, 3 ranks. Banner, BSB, War Standard. I got all that shit going in. Big guy's going in. He's going to give me freaking +1 to wound or +1 attacks or some shit. I don't even know. Everybody gets in. Boom! Right here. And, the freaking Dragon Rammer failed. I think I was trying to get the Dragon Rammer in, or I just angled the Dragon Rammer to... No, that Dragon Rammer's going to try to go in. He failed. Anyways, magic phase got 7 power dice. Go ahead and I do it. Enveloping Embers to try to kill these guys off because I still have no banners. I have no banners at all. Over here, close combat. Yeah, close combat. I go ahead and I do impact hits, only kill off 1. These guys, I think the Shady Git go, and the Shady Git kills off 2 or 3 guys. And then over here, close combat, he fails to wound me again, but this time I failed to wound him. And then close combat over there, I started killing so many blue horrors that he just said, I'm not pulling them off the table. That's what he said. He's like, I'm just not even going to pull them off. I did, I don't think I did extra hand weapons. I think I just did hand weapon shield, or maybe I did do extra hand weapons. I don't remember. But, between the Thunder Stomp and the extra attack from the freaking guy, from the idol of chicken, I just kill a bunch, and he only killed off 1 black orc. I go ahead and I swing and I just kill off I think 10 or 15, and at this picture he's just like, that's game, dude. He's like, you have, he's not steadfast, the blue horrors are gonna pop, and his general, even though it's stubborn, he's like, it's gonna lose this fight. You're gonna be stuck there and you're always gonna win, and after that Koopa and the Dragon Ram are gonna clean up the rest of what's left, and he's like, it's over. And I was like, thanks, man. I really appreciate it. I don't think I really won this game because I didn't get this scenario. He did kill one of my goblins. Or actually, no. I did kill these horrors here. But not only that, but we wanted to get another game in with Red and Judson. So, yeah, so we call it there. It's a big Orc and Goblin victory. It was a close one. As you can see, I only have 3 Black Orcs left. MVP, I think it just goes straight to the Black Orcs. Black Orcs killed 2, killed the Demon Prince and a Soul Grinder, killed off the unit of horrors, and almost killed off the general. So I got to give it to the Black Orcs. Black Orcs were just a solid threat, and I'm surprised I still have 3 of them left on the table. Yeah, that was crazy. That was a fun game. It was interesting. I liked the list that he had with the 3 monsters. Like I said, 3 monsters are just a little too deadly, so that's interesting. I like the idol of chicken, Jabba's Rancor, or Koopa's Rancor. That's where we got it from, though. Jabba the Hutt's Rancor. It's Koopa the Hutt's Rancor. So MVP Black Orcs. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this. I'm gonna actually cut it short right now because I have to get to my workout, and I'm like killing my own workout time. But besides that, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'm going to make the other one sometime this week before I go to Ocon. But besides that, guys, if you guys can help out, go to my Patreon. I'm going to put the link down below, and help show your love for my channel. If you guys appreciate what I got going out there, you can show your support by donating anything, $1 to $2 to $5. I am going to start throwing out some sort of competitions or whatever to my Patreon supporters, so you guys are noted and appreciated, and I'm going to show you guys some support. I might throw out some models, I might throw out an opportunity to paint one of your banners, something like that. But basically you got to join Patreon to figure it out, to find out. But I will get to that as soon as I can, but currently that is not yet happening. So hit like, hit share, hit subscribe, watch my other videos if you haven't already, or don't. Do what you want, and I will be putting up my next video sometime later on this week, and I'm going to Ocon this weekend, guys. Wish me luck. I hope you guys like the list that I have created, and we'll see how it does. Alright, guys, take care, and peace.